Blast me to the mortal realms. It's time for the Mad Merlins unboxing of Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Dawnbringers, Belthanos, the Blade of Kurnoth by Warhammer. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Mad Merlins unboxing. So today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new hero for the Sylvaneth, and this is Belthanos. We see here Belthanos with the horn of Kurnoth at the front there. He comes with 3 Spite Rider Lances or Revenant Seekers, as well as 3 Kurnoth Hunters. So some really cool models in this set, stuff I've been planning on picking up, and has definitely rekindled my love for the Sylvaneth. So, before we get into the unboxing, don't forget to, of course, like the video if you are enjoying the content. And if you are, please do consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And don't forget, there's all my links in the description down below, including the Mad Merlins Patreon. So, without further ado then, let's dive into this pretty cool unboxing. So, one of the new Dawnbringer sets. This one features a host of Sylvaneth. So we have Kurnoth, that's his full size there, pretty impressive model. We also get the Revenant Seekers there, which I think that's probably the better of the ones. I much prefer the Revenants themselves. We also get some Kurnoth Hunters, because what is the Blade of Kurnoth without his Hunters? And yeah. So right, let's dive in. We'll see what this set has to offer. So I'll bring in my knife and cut the tab. There we go, right. So we have our instructions, so everything is contained within one book, very handy. We've got the bases for our Kurnoth Hunters, one of the stands for our Spite Revenants. We have Belthanos' frame there, another set of flying stands. Then we have our Kurnoth Hunters, so these are the full kit. And we have the Revenant Seekers as well. Little warpage on the frame, but not too bad. And finally we have the base for Belthanos, which is a pretty large oval base. And then we have our 3 flying stand bases. So what we'll do, we'll go through the frames one by one, take a closer look at those under the zoom-in cam. Then we'll take a look through the instructions, and I'll give you my final thoughts on the kit. So we'll start with the Spite Rider Lancers or Revenant Seekers, however you want to build them. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to be building them up as the Revenant Seekers. They do look the better of the 2 builds, I think. But we get a slew of options. So we got a couple of different banners, one on this frame and another one on this frame. There's spears, horns for the musician, shields, we've also got hand weapons for the riders. We've got the bodies for the actual spites themselves, plus their legs there. A few other little bits of spites to add on for extra detail. And we got the masks for the Spike Rider Lancers, which come with the spears. And then we have the Revenant Seekers with the bear heads there. So yeah, pretty cool. Flip them over. So you got the arms of the shields there. You got the bodies. Yeah, nice lot of detail. And we got the final frame here. So yeah, underside of the body where the ball joint locks in. Yeah, really cool, nice detail on the wings there. Next up then, we'll take a look at the Kurnoth Hunters. So again, another full kit. Comes with the options for the scythes, the great swords, or the bows. The instructions, I believe, want you to build them up with the bows, but you're free to build them up however you want. I'm not too sure how I'm going to go with mine. Personally, I'd probably go swords. But yeah, beautiful detailed kit. Loads of little extras like the spikes and plenty of branches. Yeah. Nice little detail there. Makes for great customization at least. And then we have the other frame here. So this one's the champion sort of frame. So you've got the champion bow there. And the champion style sword and scythe as well. Got arrows there to go into the quiver, which can be glued down to one of the bases. A little spike carrying it. Pretty cool. Yeah. There we have that. Right, now on to the main course, and that is, of course, Belthanos himself. So it comes on a giant beetle, much like a Lariel. A little on the smaller side, and more of an actual tree person as opposed to a living elven god. Yeah, really cool model. Saw this guy on the reveal show and yeah, fell in love with him. Kurnoth is probably one of my favourite of the elven gods, the god of the hunt. I miss the old Spirit of Kurnoth model from the Wood Elf range. I really wanted to get that back in the day and give it a nice paint job. But I just never felt I'd be able to do justice to the model back in the day. Now though, I might have a bit more of a chance getting a good paint job on it. But yeah, really cool model nonetheless. We got his spear there. The war horn as well. Legs of the beetle, his hair, ponytail there. His main body, legs, yeah, and his classic leaf cloak there as well. Loads and loads of extra details as well. Really intricate looking kit. Can't wait to build this guy, paint him, and get him on the game table. Right, we'll take a look through the instructions and then we will have a talk about the pricing and my final thoughts on this kit. So we got the Blades of Belthanos on the front there. We have our usual breakdown of the frames. So B, we get 1 frame of. C, we get 1 frame set of. And A as well. So we've got a couple of options. We've got a champion or a regular Kurnoth Hunter. And we've got some alternate shots there of some of the other kits. So we start off building Belthanos himself, the first thorn of Kurnoth. So we start building his body and head. Gluing the cape on there, the antlers and his face. Forward gluing his spear and the horn on. And then we leave him at this sort of stage. Probably want to leave him at this stage as it would be best for a sub-assembly so you can paint more detail on the beetle. So you build the thorax of the beetle together there, glue on its wings, its front section there with its armor plating and its head, and then glue the legs on before we glue all the details down to the base. It's got a log here it's crawling over, there's some spikes and extra fallen tree pieces, and yeah, we just glue Belthanos down into location. So like I said, might be a good idea to leave him as a sub-assembly, and it's sort of pretty cool because his legs are growing out and wrapping around a beetle, holding him in place. Really cool there. But yeah, looks like a thunder paint kit, can't wait to get it done. Next up, we build the Kurnoth Hunters. So most of them all share a similar build to the body, so legs and torso. Then we have either the champion or a regular Kurnoth Hunter there. Then we got a different pose here, so one that's slightly running, who's got a arrow notched in his bow, ready to fire. And then we have our third build there as well, which again is another sort of striding forward and loosing an arrow sort of pose. And that's our finished unit. If you want to build them up as different weapon equipment, it should be fairly easy to figure out which components go with which pose. Most of them are usually located in a similar place on the frame, so it shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Yeah, as I said, we've got loads of optional extras, including the quiver beetles, which can be glued to the bases, and the extra spikes as we glued to bases and onto the actual models themselves. Next up then, we got the Revenant Seekers. So we build our spike creatures there. Then we got all our different torsos with shields. Choice of shield for each model, so don't have to have all of them identical. Each one's a nice unique sort of shield, which is pretty cool. And then final touches then, we glue on the heads, arms, heads of the beetles before we put them down to the bases. Don't glue them to the base, so it makes them easier for transporting. And then we have watered down raw scrolls on the back there. Kurnoth, luckily, Belthanos himself, luckily, he has a downloaded PDF war scroll you can get from the Warhammer community site. But yeah, pretty cool sets nonetheless. Some, like I said, the Kurnoth Hunters and both the Revenant Seekers have been on my to get list once I ever got around to doing a proper dedication to Age of Sigmar, maybe next year, as I think next year is going to be kind of a year of fantasy with Old World coming out. I might be getting more and more into that. Right, let's bring everything back in. I'll give you the prices and my final thoughts. So there we have it. That's a nice quick unboxing for the brand new Blades of Belthanos set for Age of Sigmar and the Sylvaneth. So yeah, price wise then, the whole set is £95, but you do get £70 worth of models in there. The Kurnoth Hunters are £37.50 on their own. The Spike Rider Lancers are £40 on their own, which for the price of the box gives you Belthanos for just £17.50. On his own, I'd reckon he would probably go for similar size models like the Lady of Vines and Dryker. They're 3250 to 3750, so you're looking at about that, maybe a little more because of the beetle. So yeah, it's definitely going to be in the £40 range. So it's a pretty good value set for that £95. Yeah, currently limited run because this is for the Dawnbringer book series that they're doing, the campaign series. That's probably going to be tiding over to 4th edition. So we'll see what things are going to happen in the future. Most likely next year will be a brand new edition. My hope is that we're going to have a new focused order faction, as well as I'm thinking we're going to go back to Chaos, because we've gone Chaos in 1st edition, Death in 2nd edition, and Destruction in 3rd edition. So I'm thinking Chaos versus Order again for 4th edition. Part of me, the rat-shaped part of me, really wants to have a updated Skaven range for 4th edition. Would be nice, but not holding out, because I think a box that they could do would be continuing the Dawnbringer Crusade. They could have like a nice mixed Cities of Sigmar sort of box, so maybe some new dwarf models, new elf models to match in more with the newer aesthetic. And yeah, some new updated Skaven, possibly Eshin models, more dynamically posed clan rats and storm vermin would be nice. But like I said, I'm not holding out much hope. We'll have to wait and see though for what the future does entail. So yeah, price then was £95. Final thoughts then, it's a great set. Like I said, it's the only way you can get Belthanos currently, as he is exclusive to this set. So if you are a Sylvaneth player, it's a pretty good set to get. The Spike Riders and the Kurnoth Hunters are pretty potent units, I believe, on the table. The Spike Rider Lancers / Revenant Seekers are constantly out of stock, so they must be popular. I'm surprised this set hasn't actually sold out online. I was lucky to pick up one, and yeah, definitely can't wait to get around to building and painting Belthanos himself. I'm waiting for Mediocre Hobbies to do his Belthanos. I really want to see how he tackles the beetle, because I can paint a tree man, no problem. Painting insects is something I kind of struggle with when it comes to painting things. Yeah. Right, like I said, I'm going to see what he has to offer when he gets around to painting his Belthanos, and I'll probably do something very similar myself. I just need to look a bit more into the background to decide which actual blade I will be going for my Sylvaneth collection. But there we go. I think I've rambled on long enough for you. And yeah, like I said, solid set, 10 out of 10, definitely worth getting. And yeah, let me know what you think of it in the comment section down below. Have you picked up Belthanos or any of the other Dawnbringer sets? I was kind of tempted by Ionis Cryptborn, but I don't know, something about him just seems a little off. I do like the whole Grim Reaper aesthetic he's gone for. Very much like a chaplain out of 40k. But yeah, this set was definitely a pickup. But like I said, let me know what you thought of the video and which ones you've picked up yourselves. And until next time, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you then. Goodbye.